Right now, your house is glowing. There is invisible light pouring out of that box in the corner, filling every room, passing through your walls and through you. You cannot see it because your eyes are too small to catch it. But if they could, your router would glow like a lamp. That glow is your Wi-Fi, and once you see it as light, you understand three things everyone gets wrong about it. By the end, you will know why your microwave slows your Wi-Fi, why more bars is a lie, and why Wi-Fi basically is not the internet at all. Start here. Visible light and Wi-Fi are both electromagnetic waves. They live on the same spectrum, the same family of energy. What separates them is frequency and wavelength. Your eyes are tuned to a very narrow slice of that spectrum. Wi-Fi sits far below it, at a much lower frequency with much longer waves. Same phenomenon, different size. So step one to understanding Wi-Fi is to stop thinking of it as some special digital signal and start thinking of it as a kind of light you cannot see. Here is the question that actually matters. If Wi-Fi is just a wave, how does a wave carry a photo, a song, or a video call? Start with the wave itself. Your router broadcasts at specific frequencies, most commonly around 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. Gigahertz just means billions of cycles per second. At 2.4 GHz, the wave is wiggling roughly 2.4 billion times every second. That steady wave, on its own, carries no information. It's a blank carrier, like a hum holding a single note. To send data, your router rapidly changes that wave. It nudges the height, shifts the timing, tweaks the shape, millions of times a second. Every one of those tiny changes is a piece of information. This is called modulation, and it is the heart of the whole thing. The wave is the signal. The data is the pattern of changes you stamp onto it. Your device on the other end is listening for exactly those changes. It reads the pattern, decodes it back into ones and zeros, and rebuilds your cat video pixel by pixel. And this runs both ways. Your device talks back the same way, sending its own modulated waves to the router thousands of times while you read a single sentence. Modulation is why a single invisible wave can carry a phone call, a game, and a download all at once. So why do routers use two different frequencies? Because they are good at different things, and the trade-off is baked into the physics. Lower frequency waves, the 2.4 GHz band, are longer and looser. They tend to travel farther and slip through walls and floors more easily. The trade-off is that they generally carry data more slowly, and that band is crowded because so many devices use it. Higher frequency waves, the 5 GHz band, are shorter and tighter. They can generally carry a lot more data. The catch is that they fade over shorter distances and get blocked by walls more easily. Great in the same room as the router, weaker 2 floors away. That is the core trade-off of home Wi-Fi, range versus speed. This is also why modern routers offer both, and often hand your device to whichever band works best where you are standing. Here's a strange one. Your microwave oven can slow down your Wi-Fi, and it is not a coincidence. It is a frequency collision. A microwave oven heats food using electromagnetic waves at about 2.45 GHz. Look at that number again. It sits right on top of the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band. A microwave is shielded to keep most of that energy inside, but a small amount can leak, and even a little noise at that frequency can drown out the far weaker Wi-Fi signal trying to cross your kitchen. Your router is whispering at 2.4 GHz. Your microwave, for a few seconds, is effectively shouting near the same pitch. Your 2.4 GHz devices can struggle to hear over the racket. Your 5 GHz connection, sitting at a totally different frequency, usually shrugs it off. Now the big myth, the one worth tattooing on the inside of your eyelids. More bars does not mean faster internet. Here is what the bars actually measure. They show the signal strength between your device and your router. That's it. Full bars mean your phone and your router are hearing each other loud and clear across the room. It says nothing about how fast the internet behind that router actually is. You can have 5 perfect bars and a painfully slow connection because your internet plan is slow, or the wider network is congested, or the far end is overloaded. And you can have 2 bars and stream just fine. Strong signal to your router is necessary, but it is not the same thing as a fast connection. Bars are about the last few feet, not the whole journey. Which brings us to the single most important idea in this whole video, and the thing most people get backwards. Wi-Fi is not the internet. Wi-Fi is only the last hop. Think of the full path. Your phone talks to your router over Wi-Fi, that invisible light, across your house. But your router is usually plugged into a cable. That cable connects to wires and fiber optic lines running under your street, across your city, between cities, and along cables on the ocean floor to servers around the world. That vast physical network is the internet. Wi-Fi is just the wireless bridge for the final stretch inside your walls. When people say the internet is wireless, they have it backwards. The internet is overwhelmingly wires and fiber and glass. Wi-Fi is the short, convenient hop at the very end, so you don't have to plug your phone into the wall. But if Wi-Fi is this elegant, why does it still drop when the room fills up? 3 reasons nobody mentions. First, your own body. Water soaks up Wi-Fi, and since you are mostly water, human bodies absorb the signal. A crowded room can measurably weaken a connection that was perfectly fine when it was empty. The people are the interference. Second, congestion. Wi-Fi devices share a limited set of channels, and they have to take turns. Cram enough phones, laptops, TVs, and smart gadgets onto one network, and they start waiting in line for airtime. Everyone slows down, even with strong signal. And third, your neighbors. Their networks broadcast on the same handful of frequencies as yours. In an apartment building, dozens of routers can be shouting over each other in the same slice of spectrum, and your signal has to compete with all of them. So here is the honest, complete picture. Wi-Fi is invisible light, a radio wave on the same spectrum as the light you see, just lower and longer. Your router hums out a carrier wave and stamps your data onto it by changing it millions of times a second. And your devices talk back the same way. Lower frequencies reach farther, higher frequencies run faster, and a microwave can jam the 2.4 band because it lives at nearly the same pitch. Your bars only measure the reach to your router, not the speed of the world beyond it. And that world, the actual internet, is wires and fiber. Wi-Fi is just the last invisible hop across your living room. Once you see it that way, the glowing router in the corner stops being magic. It's just a small, invisible light, quietly talking to everything in the room. Subscribe to Whambox for more "How does it actually work?" explainers.